This is Newcap News with Jeremy Thompson.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. An Edmonton man is facing a number of charges following a car chase that tore through Lloydminster Monday afternoon. RCMP say the incident started with a woman being held against her will in a stolen vehicle in the Vermilion area. The black BMW SUV was spotted on the west side of Lloydminster, where police then engaged in a pursuit before the driver crashed into a snowbank. Now, no one was hurt, and both the victim and the suspect were taken into custody. They are known to each other. 33-year-old Justin Simpson is facing a number of charges, including assault, kidnapping, and dangerous operation of a motor vehicle. Well, 7 youths and 2 adults ranging in age from 12 to 20 years old face dozens of charges in a series of thefts near the Battlefords. Police say cabins and vehicles were broken into over the last several months in the area around Jackfish Lake. They also say several guns, stolen vehicles, and other property were recovered during the arrests. Now, suspects, all from the Moosomin First Nation near Caution, face 81 charges, including theft, unauthorized possession of firearms, and failure to comply with court orders. Well, with the economy in decline, the effect has trickled down across other industries, notably construction. However, Lloydminster's Construction Association is working together with all of their partners to not only address current challenges, but also invest in the future. Josh Ryan has more.
Like other industries in Canada, construction is experiencing a slow turn with the current difference between the American dollar and Canadian dollar. Rather than having to sort through the large list of projects available, companies are often going days without any work.
The challenge is the spread has hurt us. So we buy, a lot of, like I said, a lot of materials from the U.S. and we have to pay that difference.
Thursday, the Lloydminster Construction Association held its first project luncheon, a gathering of members of several organizations and businesses locally and from throughout Saskatchewan and Alberta, providing updates on the industry for all of its members. Lloyd Construction Director John Winter says this event will give members a better plan for the future regardless of current economic states.
It's almost a recession-proof idea, this Future Projects Luncheon, that even when times are good or slow, people are always interested to hear what they can plan for in the year.
Mark Cooper, president of the Saskatchewan Construction Association, says that despite recent struggles, there's plenty of opportunity for investment in the area, which will bring many available jobs.
What it comes down to is consumer confidence, right, and investor confidence, knowing that the future of Lloydminster and the future of this region is good, and if you're going to invest, do it in a time like this when labor is available and costs are down.
To prepare for when these opportunities come, Winter says there are a number of initiatives being taken to give people in the area the right preparation.
We're trying to be proactive and more safety training and more courses, and trying to get themselves in the best situation so that when things do pick up, they're already ahead of the game.
Josh Ryan, Newcap News.
They may not have jobs to worry about or bills to pay, but that doesn't mean children don't feel stress too. With tense economic times, kids often pick up on the anxiety adults are experiencing. In this week's Healthy Living, Hannah Tita takes a look at 2 programs in the border city. They're taking a proactive approach in teaching parents and schools to deal with child stress.
Sometimes we forget that children also experience stress. We may not sometimes think it's stressful, but for a child, certain things can be stressful, and we need to address that.
There is no question prolonged stress has a negative impact on children's health and development. That's why Midwest Family Connections launched the Kids Have Stress Too program. Facilitator Vanessa Rose says the classes are designed to teach parents how to recognize signs of stress in their children, as well as give them the tools they need to provide support.
Temper tantrums can be a sign of stress. Sometimes aggressive behaviors can be a sign of stress. And sometimes even that quiet child who doesn't say anything could be overly stressed.
With layoffs and uncertain times in the economy, Rose says the stress adults feel can sometimes reciprocate to children.
When you think about yourself and when you're stressed, you're tense, sometimes you're short-tempered, all those things are signs of stress. So if as a parent you're feeling really stressed, there's a good chance, and unintentionally often, that your children are really picking up on that.
She hopes to empower families to teach their kids how to problem solve during the 3-week program.
Research has shown that children who are able to label and identify and express their emotions do much better with their learning, much better with their social skills and those type of things.
The Lloydminster Public School District is also making kids' wellness a priority through their Resilience Initiative. Superintendent Brett Thomas says students come to school with varying levels of stress, so all schools in the district are taking a proactive approach in combating it.
We've seen trends throughout the province and in our community in the province and in the country around some of the things that our students are dealing with on a regular basis. And so what we wanted to do was build environments that promote resiliency in kids and help them become more successful.
By implementing predictable learning structures and teaching kids how to build positive relationships in school, Thomas hopes the Resiliency Project encourages kids to make good decisions when faced with adverse times. Hannah Tita, Newcap News.